Cole decided the Texas Heritage Songwriters Association was the way to do it.
And he said, well, what are you going to do? And I said, well, hell, I don't know. You're supposed to help me figure this out.
The wheels started to turn. A Texas Songwriters Hall of Fame where Willies were the reward at a show that would not only celebrate the songwriter, but serve as a love letter to the state, its people, and the poets who put it into words.
The chill that you feel when, you know, all of a sudden the thing that me and Bob Cole sat around and drew up on a napkin turns into this fabulous show with some of the best singer-songwriters in Texas. It's beautiful and it's heartwarming.
And it's hard work. The first show honored Sonny Throckmorton, Freddie Powers, and Sammy Allred, but Booth knew they needed a familiar face to fans.
It was less than 24 hours till Joe Abels called me and he said, how would you like to have Chris Christopherson on our show? And I said, oh my Lord,
Joe Abels is the owner of legendary listening room Saxon Pub, where center stage is always the songwriter.
Do you have a favorite Texas songwriter? And if so, do you have a favorite line of a song?
I wish I was in Austin.
In the chili parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are.
It speaks to your heart.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I miss Guy. He was a special one.
Yeah.
Real special.
Yeah.
Guy Clark was inducted in 2009 and is among Texas songwriting royalty, honored year after year. Joe's producing this year's show with associate producer Miranda Bolton.
It's all about the song. Yeah. It all starts with the song.
The 2019 inductees are Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Christopher Cross, who created his own distinct sound with hits like Sailing, Ride Like the Wind, and Arthur's Theme. Steve Earle has inspired countless songwriters with Copperhead Road, Guitar Town, and is a celebrated playwright, actor, and producer. Bob McDill wrote hits for artists including Alan Jackson, Don Williams, Joe Cocker, Ray Charles, and more.
Yes, she comes.
And he has 31 #1 hits. He's a legend in Nashville, but we're glad we get to honor him in Texas now.
And Billy F. Gibbons of ZZ Top rounds out the honorees.
He's probably one of the best guitar players ever to live, but he's never been recognized for his songwriting. So the fact that we get to do that is truly a privilege, and he is very honored that we are recognizing his songwriting.
The award brought country star Ronnie Dunn to tears and inspired songwriter Mac Davis, who wrote hits for Elvis, to start writing again.
You know, these people feel Texas. They might not think Texas is with them when they're gone out in Nashville for so long. When they come back, they feel it.
This year's show will be held at the historic Paramount Theater in Austin.
It truly is a labor of love, and what makes it the most rewarding is that we're all a family.
No one knows that more than Amy King. She was a little girl at the picking circles held by Longhorn football coach Darrell K. Royal.
He used to just have these legendary picking parties, and they all followed Coach's rules. There was a red light, a yellow light, and a green light. When there was a red light, there was zero talking. No matter how old you were, and I was a little bitty girl. I was 4, 5, 6 years old. I very quickly learned that when an artist picks up an acoustic guitar and they start to share the words that they wrote from their heart, that you just listen.
She's been listening ever since and is the event chair this year. Her father, Danny King, was a steadfast supporter whose legacy is putting together songwriter shows that sparked the spirit and stirred the soul.
It is spiritual. The voices, the words, it's magic.
Amy says a good song lives on forever. In 2012, Danny King passed away from cancer. A song brings comfort and a nod that Amy is doing her best